In the last episode, we saw that Hannah is a struggling girl who desperately needs money for her music career and studies. She needs to write lyrics for a pop music competition, but due to past trauma, she cannot write anything. Hannah likes Justin, a popular guy in the college music scene, but he does not pay any attention to her. On the other hand, Garrett is troubled by his strict father and his own trauma, but when he sees Hannah singing freely, it gives him courage. Garrett needs Hannah's help to pass his exams, so they make a deal. Hannah will tutor him, and Garrett will pretend to be in a fake relationship with her to bring her closer to Justin. At the beginning of episode 2, Garrett arrives at Hannah's hotel early in the morning and explains his entire plan. He says they will stay in touch and show everyone in college that they are in a relationship. Then, after a few days, Garrett will intentionally break up with her, and Hannah will start crying, which actually makes Hannah laugh. Garrett adds that Justin will then make a hero-like entry to comfort her, and Hannah's plan will succeed. To make this plan look completely real, Garrett suddenly kisses Hannah, leaving her completely shocked, and she tells him to stop. Garrett tries to explain that they have to do at least this much to show a fake relationship. Then, he uses her phone to publicly post their kissing photo so that Justin and the entire campus feel jealous. Hannah's schedule is very busy throughout the day, so Garrett tells her to come to his house at 9 p.m. for tuition. That night, out of necessity, Hannah goes to his house to tutor him, where Garrett's friend's girlfriend is shocked to see her because she cannot believe Garrett is getting so serious about a girl. Feeling uncomfortable, Hannah clearly says that she is not his girlfriend, but has only come to coach him for his exams. Just then, Garrett arrives, takes Hannah to his room, and tells his friend on the way to keep the door closed because guests also visit. After entering the room, Hannah starts feeling nervous and uncomfortable when she sees Garrett taking off his clothes. Garrett notices this, but he ignores it and tells her to open her book, and without wasting any time, they finish their first chapter. The next day at college, Garrett intentionally brings coffee for Hannah and sits right next to her to make Justin feel jealous, but Justin is not even looking at them. In her nervousness, Hannah accidentally knocks over a bottle that rolls and hits the wall right next to the teacher. That loud noise shifts the focus of the entire class to them, and Justin also starts staring at them with a hateful look. Walking outside the class, Garrett and Hannah are very happy because they successfully gave Justin his first shock. Meanwhile, a college guy named Stefan announces an outdoor party. He sends a message to everyone's phone, where Garrett finds Justin's name and confirms that Justin is also going to be there. That same afternoon, Garrett is giving an interview for his hockey match, and Hannah is sitting there waiting to tutor him. Suddenly, Hannah starts remembering her past trauma and becomes breathless. Hannah feels very uncomfortable, seeing which Garrett's trainer comes to help her. He says that no girlfriend is allowed to watch the match. Hannah immediately says that she is not his girlfriend, but just his tutor. The trainer replies that Garrett is a very hardworking guy who puts a lot of effort into his sport, and they always need such players on the ground, so he doesn't want anyone to become a reason to ruin his career. Garrett's entire routine is set by his father, where he will go, at what time, and what he will do is all fixed beforehand. That is why whenever Garrett strays a little bit, his father's calls start coming in. After this, Garrett goes straight to the gym, about which the trainer alerts Hannah. Hannah runs into the gym and tells him that he made her wait and wasted her entire hour, and insists on doing the tuition today. As she turns to leave, Garrett says that whenever he comes close to her, she gets uncomfortable. Hannah turns around confidently and says that it is not like that at all. Garrett comes very close to her face and acts like he is going to kiss her, making Hannah say, "See? Nothing happened, I am fully comfortable." But when Garrett starts moving away from her, Hannah loses all her comfort, pulls his vest to grab him, and gets completely lost in kissing him. Suddenly, Garrett's friend comes from behind and says, "So this is how you guys are studying?" In a panic, Hannah tries to explain, saying it was just a challenge from Garrett which he has now won. To prove her point, she tells the friend that she can kiss him too, gives him a quick peck, and leaves, saying she is not nervous at all this time. This clears up the friend's misunderstanding, since it just looked like a normal comfort challenge. Later that night, Stefan's character-themed party begins, where everyone is dressed up as different movie characters. When Garrett sees Hannah in a white rabbit dress, his eyes are left wide open because Hannah looks very hot and beautiful. Seeing Garrett take so much interest in Hannah, Cameron, who is sitting far away, starts feeling jealous. After a while, Allie arrives with her boyfriend Dallas and starts dancing, getting completely lost in the music. From afar, Stefan sees her and falls for her figure, asking his friend John Tucker who she is. His friend immediately finds her details on his phone and tells Stefan. Knowing she is a girl from their own college, a happy Stefan goes up to her and starts dancing while touching her, acting as if she is his personal property. While dancing, Stefan tries to kiss Allie, but she stops him, steps away, and walks out of the dance area, which makes Stefan very angry and changes his mood. On the other side, Garrett and Hannah drink together while waiting for Justin to arrive. Garrett gives Hannah only a can of cold drink because she doesn't even drink beer. She is a very simple girl. After a short while, as soon as Justin arrives, the two start getting close to each other and begin their drama. But when Justin pretends to ignore them in the crowd, Garrett uses his brain and takes Hannah upstairs so that they can be clearly visible and in full focus. Garrett comforts Hannah by saying, "Trust me," and hugs her. Seeing Hannah in Garrett's arms from below, Justin starts feeling deep jealousy, which makes Garrett and Hannah laugh a lot. Garrett tells Hannah again to trust him completely and takes her into a room. Tired of all the drama, Garrett spreads out on the bed. Seeing this, Hannah says she thought he was a true gentleman and insists on sleeping on the bed, so Garrett takes off his t-shirt to prepare to sleep on the floor. When Hannah sees the scars and wounds on his body, her heart melts, and she tells him to sleep on the bed instead. But Garrett does not accept anyone's pity because he was raised under a very cruel and harsh shadow. Hannah starts arguing with him, and in the end, both lie down on the floor on the left and right sides of the bed. They start watching videos on each other's phones and asking questions. Seeing the heavy load of his hockey training, Hannah asks how he tolerates so much pain and pressure. Garrett gets emotional and tells her that ever since he was born and started walking, his strict father pushed him into skating, the gym, hockey, and a lot of harsh training. Because of this, he grew up enduring all of it since childhood, and sometimes he begins to break down from these childhood traumas. Then, Hannah shares that she wanted to become a songwriter and singer, but she keeps getting hit by her own past trauma, which stops her from writing lyrics and makes her uncomfortable. Although she doesn't tell him the whole story, she mentions that if she doesn't complete her lyrics before the upcoming pop music competition, she won't get the scholarship, which could put a full stop to her studies and music coaching. Because of this, Hannah feels a lot of tension about her future. Garrett looks at the next video on her phone and says that she sings very well, mentioning that he had seen her singing freely in the hall. He tells her that seeing her openness and fun gave him a lot of courage, which helped him come out of his trauma, and he won his match solely because he was inspired by her. Then, both of them start looking at the party posts on a laptop, and Garrett shows Hannah a video of Justin singing. He tells her that she can take Justin's direct help to complete her pop music lyrics so that her needs are met and she gets the scholarship. However, Garrett also calls Justin a fake guy who pretends to be innocent, but says that guys like him turn out to be the worst in the end. Hannah disagrees with him. After that, both look at their fake relationship photo from the party and feel very happy because their chemistry looks dangerous and highly realistic, showing they are succeeding in making the campus believe the drama is real. Then, they fall asleep. The next morning, when Garrett opens his eyes, he gently removes his hand from over Hannah so that her sleep is not disturbed, and goes to sit in his hockey bus. A little later, Hannah also comes near her college bus. Seeing that Garrett is not looking towards her, she goes straight inside and sits down. When Garrett finally looks at her, Hannah immediately smiles and gives him a sweet wave. It feels really good to watch this. The vibe you feel here is on another level, which perhaps only someone watching closely can truly understand. Garrett also smiles back at her, but suddenly, Justin comes up to Hannah, shocking her. Justin asks if the seat is empty, and Hannah says yes, absolutely. Justin sits next to her, and they start talking and laughing. Seeing Hannah mix up with him, Garrett starts feeling anxious and tense again. To escape this feeling, Garrett immediately pulls out his phone, starts looking at his photo with Hannah, puts on his headphones, and listens to music. Taking a deep breath of relief, he closes his eyes and gets lost in a different world, remembering that sweet moment, and the episode ends right here. If you liked this episode and want me to continue, don't forget to write episode 3 in the comments, and make sure to like the video, because many people watch it but don't even leave a single like. Your one like motivates me to continue with the next episode. So, like the video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the explanations of the latest series and movies. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for